Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's Daily Word. Today is our Daily Word number 629. They could join me for our time together. So this morning I'm out here with Carter for a little bit, and I'm on my phone because my computer battery died. And so I had to be on my phone. And Carter and I are in a bit of a quandary because he needs his Spider-Man outfit, but we can't find it. And so I told him when we get done with this, huh, Bubby, we'll find it. He said, yeah, he agrees. So thank you for joining me for our time together. This is Thanksgiving week. So just a bit of a programming note. We will be together Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday for our daily word, and then not again until the following Monday, which will be November 28th. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of this week. So for this morning's scripture, we hear from the book of Exodus, just a couple of verses, but this is part of the bigger story. The people of Israel are headed to the promised land, and they're hungry, of course, and so God has promised them manna. And so the rule is, however, that when they collect the manna, they can only collect enough for each day, that to trust that God is going to provide for their needs every single day. And so the mandate is that you can only collect what you need for that particular day. And so the story goes on a bit, and then we hear these words. The Israelites did as they were told. Some gathered much, some little. And when they were measured it by the omer, the one who gathered much did not have too much, and the one who gathered little did not have too little. Everyone gathered just as much as they needed. So we are in this Thanksgiving week, and there are lots of meals happening, where you can go get a free Thanksgiving meal. They happen all over the place. They happen in Shelby County. They happen in lots of places at fairgrounds, and people just share because they want to make sure that everyone has a meal for Thanksgiving. I think about that in terms of what we do, just collectively as Christians around the world. Yesterday, we had our decorating for the Advent season. If you haven't seen pictures, I'll post more pictures of the finished product, but it is a gorgeous thing. But what we do before we decorate right after worship is share in a meal. And I always say, look, and if you didn't bring anything, stay and eat. And if you can't decorate, stay and eat because there's plenty. And so we go downstairs, and oh my gosh, the abundance of food was amazing. And everyone gets their fill. And there were some folks who stayed who couldn't help decorate. It was a great thing, and they appreciated the food, and they went on their way. And we have one gentleman who gets a ride to church, but the folks who bring him couldn't stay, and so they said, Jim, he wants to stay for the meal. Can you get him home? And I said, of course. So he ate, and one of our folks helped him pack several things of leftovers. And after a while, he liked to watch folks decorate. I took him home, and he went home with this bag full of leftovers. So much food. And it seems like we all have this abundance in our lives. So much food, so much stuff that we share with each other. And I wonder, as I think about our lives together and what happened, the Israelites did as they were told. Some gathered much, some little, based on their abilities. But when it was all said and done, when it all shook out in the end, everyone had just as much as they needed. And I wonder for us, as we share these meals together, and we'll begin sharing meals on Wednesday night. One of my favorite things to do is to cook on Wednesday nights for everyone who comes. And we'll share these meals. Carter, there's always enough. You want to come be on video with me? Just come over here. Come here. Sit on my lap. Oh, there we go. Hi. Say hi, Carter. Carter hasn't been feeling well, so Papa's hanging out with him today. We always have enough. And it seems to me that we should live in this same mindset every day of the year. That we should always have enough, because we do. And that we should be willing to share it with others, to share what we have with others. You know, that was God's plan from the very beginning, that we always have enough. Chuck said hi. You say hi to Chuck? Say hi, Chuck. Say hi, Chuck. That we always would have enough. And I think for us, you know, I often get disappointed. I admit I get disappointed when folks don't show up, when they don't come. Not because I'm way past the idea of, I'm way past the idea of counting numbers. But really, I think people miss out. I get disappointed when people don't come to church and don't come to Wednesday night or whatever. I get disappointed not because of the numbers, but because I just believe we have so much, you know, that we're just missing out on all the gifts that God's been giving us. And Aunt Joe says hi to you, Carter. Can you say hi to Aunt Joe? We're reminded that every day we have enough, and we're really called to share it with each other in our lives. And so I would hope this week, as we share in the abundance of food, you know, when I left the church, I went to the funeral. I had a funeral yesterday afternoon at 3:00, and they had a little bit of food afterwards. So I ate a big lunch at church. I went, and after the funeral, they begged me to stay. So I stayed and had a sandwich and a piece of cake. And then I went home and had a bowl of vegetable soup that I had made the other day with Diane. It was really good. I mean, it's amazing all that we have. But it's not just food. It's how we share our lives with each other and how important it is that we do that. And the interesting thing about this text is that when it was all measured out, everyone had as much as they needed. And I believe that's true for us, that we have as much as we need and we can share it with others. So I hope that's a good word for us as we live our lives together and as we share them together with each other. So thanks for joining Carter and me today. Thanks for being with us on this daily word. Know of God's love that surrounds you and our love for you. And we will look forward to seeing you tomorrow. So can you tell them bye, Carter?
Bye.
Grandma says hi. Great grandma says hi. Can you say hi to great grandma? Great grandma, he said hi a little bit. So enjoy the day. Tell them bye, Carter.
Bye.
Bye.